Okay. Oops. Alright, so, hey there, happy Sunday. I hope you're doing well. I am the truth and you are too. Welcome to this week's, or last week's, Venus Day deck per reading. I'm doing it late. Sorry. Everything you need to know pertaining to me and my services is located in the description box of this video below. For this week's, or last week's, Venus Day deck per reading, I'll be channeling with Darius Nekba, who's supporting the class high school and DA is good. If you look up Nekba, you'll see that she is an Egyptian goddess. She's known as the vulture goddess. She's a protector of Upper Egypt, especially its rulers such as Pharaoh and others. And she is the goddess of childbirth and death. I asked Nekba, who are you and how would you like to describe yourself? The following came up, the number sequence 1010 came up, and the zodiac sign Pisces came up, and she also said grand fortune, luck, destiny, chances, healing, mother, compassion, caring, knowing, mother's intuition, purity, joy, whimsical. Anything can happen, and the excitement in that, hoping for the best, and mystery. And there's Nekba for you, and I'll be channeling with her for this week, for last week's Venus Day deck reading. If you hear any extra sounds in this reading, I apologize in advance. Life is life, and I don't want to forget too much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's very much appreciated and it's helpful. Yeah, like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's very much appreciated and it's helpful. And let's begin this week's Venus Day deck reading for last week's Venus Day deck reading. I'm just gonna find something to write with. All of a sudden, there's nothing to write with. Whatever. Okay, it's this. So yeah, technically it's gonna be 3 reads for this week for the Venus Day deck per reading from last week. It's gonna be 3, so it's gonna be one for the collective, one for Gemini, because it's gonna be like for Gemini season type of thing, and one for Aquarius. So we're gonna start with the collective first. Oops. No. I didn't want to do that. Whatever it did. Okay, so per the title of the video, um, the I'm doing the Venus Day Depo reading for that was supposed to be done for last week, and the topic is the Gemini new moon energy. I'm gonna start with the collective first, and the first the first card to come out here is the moon. Second card to come out is the Ace of Wands. Third card to come out here is the King of Cups. Fourth card to come out is the Strength card. Fifth card to come out is the Ten of Cups. Sixth card to come out is the Lover's card. Seventh card to come out is the Queen of Wands card. Eighth card to come out is the Tower card. The ninth card to come out is the Five of Pentacles. And the 10th and last card to come out is the Hierophant card. Bottom of the deck, which is the summary of the whole entire thing, is the Eight of Pentacles. Top of the deck, usually watching this right now, is the Queen of Swords. All right. Yeah, so there's something here about autonomy, about the self, and something about initiating something, maybe, new beginning. There's something here about a cycle. It could be about a cycle. There could be something about money. There could also be something hidden, some secrets or something that's hidden. It could be the subconscious as well. And then there's just like the ascending numbers thing, like 5, 6, 7, 8, and all that. So there's something about moving forward, progressing, expanding, and all of that stuff. So there could be something about like initiating, coming out maybe about something. Something's coming out, or you're coming out about something. Or this is like just some type of situation of coming out about something, something being revealed, um, something that has been growing or running underneath or whatnot, being kept a secret, whichever way it is. This is what it's talking about so far for the collective, for the Gemini new moon energy. Mm. There could be something about like the typical thing of, I feel like just keep have an inner strength, keep yourself your inner balance and your inner strength strong and all that stuff. Yeah, there's something about just inner strength and that coming from having balance and keeping yourself together, um doing what like leaders do, stay on top of things. And there could be just, changes, random changes, setting up upheavals and stuff happening. But like because there's some you or there's something here about like um underneath, things were strong and in balance and everything like that. Um you basically stand strong, you have inner strength. And it's from being like, practical, consistent, routine, being the boss, doing boss things. And something about it like underneath. And something random could be going on. That's how I see it so far. There's something here about like having like feeling this burst of vitality or whatnot. This is a burst of vitality, passion or whatnot. Maybe some people are gonna feel rejuvenated and all that. Some people are gonna feel rejuvenated. Uh, there's something here about having it all, especially emotionally, maybe love. Your cup up runneth over, and I feel like it's because of emotional, like just having like emotional intelligence and all this stuff. And I don't know. I guess people are just working out of some type of lack that is here. They've been saying that so much within the readings, no matter how much it changes. There's something about like a lack, whether it's financial or just something in your life or whatnot, that represents like some type of security, stability, and like working on it or like some type of focus on it. Yeah. Um, I just feel like also like, Necbet is saying here, there's just also this like subtle like energy of like keeping like your inner like very balanced and in harmony. It's all about like what's happening like underneath and everything. What is the focus? Are you keeping it in harmony and balance and everything like that? There's something like that that's running underneath. Like I feel like it's just like your inner will show like something. It's just like a connection with your outer and everything like that. Um, there's something here with that. And then there's something like rejuvenating. I guess the cliche thing of like taking your power back or whatnot. Yeah. And like I said, there could be, whether it's like, Nekbet just saying in general, or they're just talking about like what will be like going on around like the Gemini new moon. There's something about like there could be like upheavals, like changes, random stuff going on, and all that matters when this stuff is going on is to like have emotional intelligence, like seeing higher when it comes to your emotions, like how well you can control it and all that stuff, I guess. Mm-hmm. It feels so testy right there, like testing, how much you can ride that wave when the random upheaval and changes occur. And then there's something, I guess, about having strength even when it seems like things are in a dire space or whatnot. Having strength, willpower, still having confidence. And like fulfillment, like having true like fulfillment and happiness and content and satisfaction and all that stuff. I feel like there's something about it about being based on how you have self control, your discipline, your routine, the way you do things or something. Mm, yeah, for the collective, for the Gemini new moon energy, it starts out with the moon card, and there's just something. There may be secrets, or there's just something happening, running underneath. That's not like seen. Um, on the surface or whatever. There could also be just something about the subconscious, or just like things that run underneath. Maybe things will be revealed. Yeah, because right after that, there's like the Ace of Wands and stuff. Maybe things are gonna be revealed. There's gonna be like a spark or a light or whatnot that's gonna go on. Mm. And this could be like where people say this is like a test. Some people say that. That's just coming up in my mind a little bit. Or like it's just as like whatever is underneath like kind of explodes and reveals or comes out, there's a spark of light. Um Something comes up about people's how do they handle things like emotional intelligence and all that stuff. I feel like this is compassion, but it's like seeing the bigger picture or whatnot. Um, like your willpower, your strength. It's like how much do you want it, and can you actually be it, and like kind of claim that. How much do you want it, and want to like be it, and then like claim that. I guess there's gonna be some type of there's gonna be a shift, a random shift, and it's gonna maybe make people feel unsteady, make people unsteady or whatnot. The most that you can do is um, stay on top of things or whatnot, on top of your stability. Be very disciplined, have self control, move like a boss, do boss things, and bottom of the deck, summary of all the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, stay focused on your grind and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, stay focused. There's a lot that could come up. You know what I mean? It could be money wise. It could be like just stability. Stay focused and claim your coins. And then usually watching this right now, top of the Queen of Swords. Yeah, I need to be strict and like yeah, strict and everything. Set boundaries where you need to set boundaries at. Yeah, having a sharp eye, being serious, moving intelligently. Yeah, yeah, very sharp, very sharp. Don't get confused about what you're going for, your happiness and all that stuff. Currently, that's what you need to be. That's what you are. The Queen of Swords. You know what you want, and that's that. Set boundaries, being strict about it, using your intelligence, being very sharp. Okay. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are just afraid of like the transformation, and you know what came in my head? People are afraid of dying. People are afraid of transformation and all that stuff, like the random stuff that could happen, I guess. But yeah, bottom of the deck, the summary of the clarity cards is Hierophant card. Top of the deck, usually watching this right now, is the Moon card. And let's do this. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, summary of the Oracle card that came out is Determination. Top of the deck, usually watching this right now, is Ideation. And I'm just going to pull out the charms and then we'll go forward. Alright, so to clarify the whole entire spread here, we have Justice, we have King of Swords, and then we also have the Death card and the Eight of Swords card. And then for the Oracle card, we have here Fear. And the charms, I'm going to like pull that afterwards. Pull that afterwards. I'm gonna read them afterwards. There's something about solidifying something, you know, a choice, a decision, and it's like a solid decision here. Like it needs to be made or is going to be made. I feel like I said something like this. I don't remember which one, if it was last week or the week before. But it's like either you make this decision or like just there's like a decision, and energy and whatnot, and it's like solid, it's sharp, and it has to. There's some type of transformation, death and rebirth that goes along with it. I feel like there's like fear at the same time when all this is going on. There's something with the collective when it comes to that. There's fear with the transformation part. Like, I don't know if, and then like, the Eight of Swords to me is like fear, but it's like fear of something that's not really a fear or whatnot. Something is like fear. Something was like, and is there like a fear of feeling like it's the end when there's not really an end? There is, but there isn't. There's something here about there's something here about just keeping things sharp and focused and balanced and everything like that. hmm It's like, yeah, maintaining some type of balance or whatnot, and needing to be like strict about it, serious about that. Something about boundaries, setting rules, and then yeah, and something is like, not being overly dramatic. It's just like making a decision as the boss, as the ruler, just like making some type of decision, and keeping a steady head. Either Nekba is like advising this or saying that this is like what has been coming up for people, like keeping a steady head as like decisions are being made and things are happening, and it could be sudden or like a change and everything like that. Keeping a steady head, um, seeing the bigger picture, keeping your eye on that vision and everything like that. Fear could come up and everything like that. Things with emotions and stuff can come up, but there's a need to be strong no matter how scary things may look, how anxious it could get you or whatnot, because like it seems like it's taking away or there's like a lack somewhere. But yeah, that. I don't know if people are afraid of making a decision. Some people are, or some people are afraid of a decision being made or a change happening that will happen during the Gemini new moon energy. Yeah, some change randomly happens, and I feel like it's like pulling the rug from under people's feet, like the stability and all that stuff. It could be your money, something in your lifestyle, maybe in your health or something like that. May make people a little bit fearful, stand strong, and yeah, your happiness is in like how you do your thing or whatnot, like your routine, your discipline, all of that stuff. Oops. We have here fear. This card is a call to summon the courage to face your fears while honoring them at the same time. Moments like these are often the most definitive in life and act as the greatest teachers and catalysts for positive change. What is it that's holding you back? Why are you afraid? Sitting with these questions will help you tap into your power and greatest potential. Acknowledging and moving past your fears can bring you into greater sense of alignment with yourself and the world around you. And then just like this, it looks like, it's like a doorway or entryway or something like that. It's like fear of stepping into the unknown. The fact that it's black and there's like, you can't see what's in there. There could be like just a lot of anxiety and fear or whatnot. Maybe overthinking. The zodiac signs that we have here are Cancer, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aries, Gemini, Libra, and Scorpio. Really heavy. You could be any of these signs. The signs could be in your chart. It could be anybody around you. It could be the energy of this reading, the planetary placements, all of that. We have here conundrum, a noun meaning a confusing and difficult problem or question. I don't know. Something happens and causes a conundrum or something. Yeah, I don't know if people may say it's like a test or something. It could be a test, but it could all just be like the happenings of things, and like you say this, you're a boss or whatever. Like just handle it. You should know how to handle this or something like that. We have Jera A, Jera dash A, and it says year, peace, prosperity, fruitful harvest. That's over here with there's something with prosperity and fruitful harvest and peace or whatnot. There's changes, but I feel like stay strong. Stay strong even if changes are happening and it seems like there's a loss or there's no security or something like that. Stay strong through it and discipline and on top of things. And like the prosperity is what comes in or whatnot. Yeah. And then we have here snake, the good omen, the good meaning. And it says creating, making something from nothing, desires, bringing desires into fruition. And emotional balance, emotional intelligence, and intention. Yeah, over here, right here. Don't let fear be the thing that like creates whatever you're creating. Don't let whatever is coming to fruition that you're trying to get, make fruit from. Don't let it be made from fear or whatever. Don't feed it with fear. Um, just keep your eye on the prize and be very decisive about that. And even when push comes to shove, kind of thing. Um, just like be steady or whatnot the whole time on your vision, no matter what. So that's that for the last week's Venus Day Deck Pro reading. The topic Gemini New Moon Energy, that was for the collective. And I'm gonna go on to Gemini. I'm just gonna redo these cards, put them here. So we're gonna go on to Gemini. It's not your birthday yet, but you know, it's supposed to be or whatnot that I'm reading for. So yeah, happy almost birthday. But yes. Let's see. All right. So welcome, dearest Gemini, to your reading for last week's Venus Day deck pull reading. The topic, the Gemini new moon energy. Yeah, and happy almost birthday. Okay, so yeah, for the Venus Day deck pull reading for last week, the Gemini new moon energy. What comes out for you, Gemini, is the Hierophant card. Second card to come out is the Five of Cups. Third card to come out is the Three of Wands. The fourth cup to come out is the Five of Wands. This the fourth, yeah, the fifth cup to come out is the Page of Wands. The sixth card to come out is the King of Wands. The seventh cup to come out is the Moon card. The eighth card to come out is the Ace of Swords. The ninth card to come out is the Sun card. And the 10th and last card to come out is the Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck, which is the summary of all of that, is the Three of Swords. Top of the deck, usually watching this right now, is the Death card. Okay. Some of you may be seeing 555 a lot, or you will be. There's something here about changes. Something here about. There's something here about changes. There's something here about your childhood, your inner child, or something about your children or a child or whatnot, or maybe something about children in general. Something here about expression. And then there's something here about like paying attention to something, or something about attention, something here about communication. Maybe like those it could be highlighting those that you mingle with often, the environment that you frequent. It could like also be highlighting social media, the society, social norms, influence, and maybe how any of this could have any influence on you or something that's being talked about here. There's something here also about a new beginning, maybe something about yourself, about the self, autonomy. There's could be something also here about initiating something, having drive, motivation. Yeah, something about autonomy, the self. And so far, There could just be something about like a change. It's, I guess like there could be like a change with you into your surroundings or with the people you're around. Um, Maybe starting something new, or whatnot. Starting in a new place, or whatnot. Um, and changes when it comes to that. And it could be something about like from like that has been like, subconscious or effective since childhood, your inner child or something. It could be something about like your children and everything like that, and the changes. Um, Maybe influence and that and how things have influence. And start something about autonomy and all that stuff. Um, hmm There's a lot that could be in that with changes in environments or like how you're speaking and whatnot. Let's keep going forward though. Because it could be a lot. Let's see specifically what it says. There's also something here about my bad. And then here we go again. There's something here about just like having discipline. There's something about discipline, even like underneath and when things are not seen, type of thing, and some type of transformation. There could be something new that's happening underneath as well. When it comes to, I guess, like traditional ways in society or just in general, just traditional ways of something. But there could be something like new underneath, or there's something like new, something with the subconscious, and like it could be literally manifest literally like through children, or there's just something with a relation to like children, and just like death and rebirth. I guess new having new ways of things, of subconsciously having a new traditional way of doing something. Um, but yeah. Um, this could be a little bit of like what I was saying in the collective as well. I'll just say it anyways. It's like be careful of like what you create, you manifest for yourself, you create and bring into reality, based on like how you feel and everything like that. Um, because it could be through fear. It could be I'm getting here a little bit through like not desperation, but like this feeling sad or whatnot. Um, I guess be careful, just like I guess creation through a dire space, a depressive space, a depressive space, desperate space or whatnot, based off of loss. Yeah, there could be some type of like ascension or awakening going on. People like could be traveling, energetically or literally or both. And yeah, definitely changes and, obstacles popping up. But there's just like this energy of being like a warrior, having the excitement, not being discouraged, but being like pumped up by that or whatnot. It could be like a warrior energy, or just like having this like not having like a like defeated type of energy, not feeling not feeling defeated type of energy. Mm. And it's like a knowing, I guess, a prideful kind of energy that you will win kind of thing. Mm. And then there's something here also about like, I guess, some type of clarity going on within. So there's always like clarity when the readings talk about, for me, for when my readings talk about like heartbreak and all that stuff, like, and there's always like some type of clarity in it, like, I don't know, I guess like truth hurts type of thing, you know what I mean? um yeah, there's something with like clarity and like some type of separation. It could be like a breakup or like some type of separation romantically, like friends, family, like your job or something. There's truth in it. There's something about experience and something about experience. And it could be something about like you know better, or you should know better. I guess like that's what makes it like a heartbreak even more. Or there's something about like, through like heartbreak and separation and all that stuff, there's experience from that or whatnot. There's experience from that. You come out more of like a person who knows better or whatnot in life and everything. I don't know if someone is like mourning or something, or having some type of grief like underneath or something like that. There's some type of transformation and change happening, and some people could be mourning underneath or something, or some type of like breakup, heartbreak, separation, or like something that, or something that's like a loss or something like that. Like, is there something going on with that and it's like underneath? It could feel, I guess there could be like some type of inner changes as well. Some people could be getting enlightened, more enlightened, awakened to things, like ascending. And I don't know if like people are actually moving towards something, a movement, or some type of having some type of movement brings some type of clarity. But there's like enlightenment going on that will go on for the Gemini new moon for Geminis. Yeah, there's conflict, but then there's just happiness. Like I guess you gotta like see within the conflict the gift in it, the gift in the conflict and the chaos. Also maybe just what comes out of the conflict, it will be like something that's fulfilling. I guess keep your head up during, keep your head up, your vibration up and everything like that. That up even during the hard times. Try to see the light in it anyway. And there's something about like I don't mean to keep saying this, but this is the only way that it feels like it's coming out. Is like having like this childlike mindset, like you can do anything, and nothing really has like crushed your hopes of like being Superman or something. But there's something about like a vitality and keeping that wits about like yourself, the child in you awake or whatnot, and like having like a dream and vitality and um you're being excited and exuberant about things. And yeah, and I guess it's like during even when there's loss or things changing, people leaving, separating, or things stopping, um things that I feel like is leaving or loss, um, or that feels not the same and change, chaotic or whatnot. There's something about to I guess some of it is like, oh, see, do your best to see the light at the end of the tunnel, or see the light in it or whatnot, or see the gift in it. Um, and also to keep your I guess keep your vibrations up and everything, your frequency up, even when like things may be changing. There may be a lot, some type of loss, separation, conflict or whatnot. Keep your vibrations up. And some of this could be just like strengthening you more so, like, spiritually, energetically, everything like that. Um, you learn something new every day, I guess, type of energy. But I feel like just never let it keep you down, type of thing. Or like never allow it to like make you not want to explore more, or like be open to more, excited to keep going. There's something here about discipline. Yeah, something about discipline, having things in order. There's some type of like loss happening, whether it's like a breakup, a heartbreak, or so there's some type of loss here that people are experiencing or feel like is happening. Um, I feel like this could be having to do with like people like actually moving or traveling or something like that, or there could be something energetically where people maybe are expanding or growing. I feel like from some type of thing or whatnot. And it could be causing like, conflict, like breakups, loss, and all that stuff. Yeah, there's conflict going on here. And it's like a mix between like just newness and exuberance, and also like having experience as a person. There's some type of enlightenment or something like that. Yeah, some type of enlightenment. I feel like it's like you can basically have whatever you want. And it's not only like when you tell it to a child type of thing, it's like you know it as well. It's like not only are you telling this to a child, like you can like have whatever you want, or do whatever you want. It's also like Um, and from experience, like I know, like this is what can happen. Can happen. There's just something underneath and enlightening about that, or something like that. Bottom of the deck, the summary of this whole thing is like Three of Swords. I guess. I think people gotta see the enlightenment or something in some type of like end, a end of something or whatnot. It bursts people free, bursts people through, or you see something. There's from it, you experience something from it. Usually watching this right now, the Death card. Um, there's some type of transformation, change going on, death and rebirth. Um, Yeah, this is the typical whole thing of like something ends just to birth something new. Bottom of the deck, which is, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It feels like bottom of the deck, which is a summary of the clarity cards, is the Hangman card. Top of the deck, usually watching this right now, is the Seven of Swords. Okay. Bottom of the deck, summary of the card that came out is stop. Top of the deck, usually watching this right now, is ideation. Got that for the collective as well. But yeah. There is some type of enlightenment and stuff like that. And you know, even though it says abundance and it has coins on here, yeah, I could bring in coins. But it's more of like a knowing and like an energy or whatnot. Um, and there's some type of abundance and enlightenment in that. Okay, hold on. Okay, so yeah, to clarify the whole type spread, we have here the King of Rods. This is the King of Wands. We have here also the Wheel of Fortune, and we have here the Emperor card. And then the Oracle card that's here is Abundance. And then, yeah, we're gonna do the charms afterwards. To me, is it clarified what the clarification says is like just basically grabbing life by the balls. You know what I mean? Grabbing life by the balls, like commanding or whatnot, something. Because you can't have it. And I feel like it's like a knowing, and it's from experience. There's something about there's something also still about like being a boss or in charge. I feel like the person who like initiates stuff, starts stuff or whatnot. There's could be something also about it is something about like losses or separations, whether it's like breakups, heartbreaks, romantically, with friends, family, or it could be a job or something like that. So it's some type of situation where they feel like there's a loss, a separation, um, an end to something. There's something about getting something out of it though. Um, like either you should get something out of it, um, or you always do, and it's like experience. You get more strong. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, type of thing. You should. That's what you should do. You should like make it make have it make you stronger, not hold you back more. Um, Either you're doing that or Nickbet is like advising that. Yeah, it's just only a transformation or something like that, and I feel like it builds something inside or whatnot. And then there's something about an enlightenment. And the enlightenment is like a gift, or it's like a luck. You're lucky to know this, or it's just something that happens or whatnot. Maybe like the glass ceiling broke, or the ceiling has broken, and now there's more to see. You can see more when it comes to enlightenment. And then it is something about, I feel like, again, do your best to stay happy, to stay focused on and aligned with your happiness, your fulfillment. Do your best to see, the best, and even in hard times. I feel like grab life by the cojones and, yeah, grab life by the cojones, and what else? What should call it? I feel like don't let anything like dull your dreams or whatever. Like dull like your belief, you know. Or your exuberance or whatnot. We have here abundance. Wait, no. Do I want to go? Did I want to go on her? I did want to. No, I did already. Sorry. Okay. So, yeah, that. Okay. So we have that there. Okay. So we have here abundance. While this card depicts coins, it's important to remember that abundance can come in many forms like love, friendship, career, and family, not just monetary abundance. This card asks you to recognize and celebrate the abundance that is in your life, along with a deep sense of gratitude that comes along with it. Okay, and we have here Because we don't have that. We have Cancer, Scorpio. We have here Sagittarius, Pisces, Leo, and Aries. You could be any of these. You could be any of these signs. The signs could be your chart. It could be anybody around you. It could be the planetary placements, energy of this reading, and all that stuff. I'm just wondering if there's like a subtle thing of like where there's gonna be realizations in people's life, like there's not really ever an ending or whatnot or something. I don't know. But yeah, we have here rainbow, the bad omen, the bad meaning, and it has a number 1 here. It has the zodiac signs Gemini and Libra here, and it says the sun shines light, clarity, anxiety, and knowing the truth. What is what is. What's there, what you have is what's there. Something about that makes someone restless. I feel like it is the fact that something is permanent, and that may be an undesirable outcome for someone. Boundaries, had enough. Evil eye possibly shrugs. Knowledge, someone hates that someone knows something and or sets boundaries. Exposed, the light. The light is too bright. And that's all. Yeah, what is that? Because that's over by the Hierophant and the Five of Cups or whatnot. Hmm. And then we have here Bull, the good omen, the good meaning, and it has the zodiac sign Cancer here and has the number 11 here, and it says marriage, union, creation between lovers within self and general energetically flow, allowing, letting go, harmony. There's strength and grace, love, softness, the womb, creation, the process, concept, and then graciously stern, water birds. That's bull, the good omen, the good meaning. Don't let fear, chaos, or change or anything stop you from creating or whatnot, or feeling like don't let it make you feel like you can't you can't create, you can't imagine or have like hope or wonder or something like that. Now we have here Perthro, Perthro, and it says Die Cup, mystery, secrets, occult abilities. Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be some type of enlightenment, something with the mysteries and everything, and enlightenment, and there's gonna be something about luck as well with the Die Cup and everything like that. It's gonna be something about luck, but I feel like it's not gonna be about luck at the same time. I just feel like it's gonna be some magical, stuffy stuff or whatever, and some type of enlightenment, and then like realizing um like I already have this in me or something like that. Some type of enlightenment is gonna come up and it's gonna like just be in abundance. It's gonna break the ceiling type of thing. There's gonna be no ceiling. There's gonna be much more and all that stuff. Um, it's gonna be something about creating. You always can and always, you always will or whatever. Yeah. So that's that for Uh, that's it for this week's for last week's Venus Age Diaper reading. The topic, the Gemini new moon energy. And this was for the Geminis. There's so much more I want to say, but that's a rabbit hole. Cause there's something I feel subtle it being about it being about like nothing actually really dies for real. Or like there's something about not being afraid of death And there's reasons for it or something. But that's what it feels subtly. There may be some type of realization about that. And it's gonna feel like a lucky coin. I got the golden ticket. I know this. Do you know this? No, you don't. Say no. But yeah. And don't allow people to take away your ability to imagine and make your imagination come true type of stuff. Is that what's gonna come up, yo? Let's see. That's hilarious. I feel like that's gonna go into like realities, like realities, and who are you to tell me that my reality is not real? Leave that alone. I'm telling you the rabbit hole. Okay, so yeah, that was that for Gemini. We're going into Aquarius now. All right. Okay, so Aquarius, this is your reading for the Venus Day deck pour reading for last week. The topic, the Gemini new moon energy. And let me just make sure I wrote this down nice enough so I know what I wrote down. Okay. The first card to come out is the Judgment card. The second card to come out is the Justice card. The third card to come out is the Four of Cups. The fourth card to come out is the Eight of Cups. The fifth card to come out is the Empress card. The sixth card to come out is the Sun card. The seventh card to come out is the Nine of Pentacles card. The eighth card to come out is the Page of Swords card. The ninth card to come out is the Six of Pentacles card. The 10th and last card to come out is the Death card. Bottom of the deck, which is the summary of all of this, is the Fool card. Top of the deck, you usually watching this right now, is the Nine of Cups card. There's something here about stability, something about nurturing, feeling at home. There's something about being provided for. Yes, security, stability, home foundation. It could be something about saving up for something. It could be like energy or money or whatnot. And we have here also something about an ending of a cycle. There is something about transcending, going beyond. Something about maybe like learning or teaching. There could be something about ancestors as well. Something could be about travel, literal, like actually traveling, or like energetically. Okay, so that's that. I guess so far there's just something about going beyond. I feel like I guess going beyond or whatnot when it comes to security, nurturing how you provided for, what home looks like, I guess. There could be something about traveling and home, maybe moving, going beyond. There's something could be with ancestors and just going beyond like what is home, what is being provided for, like what is family and all that stuff. There could be cycles pertaining to that and everything. There's something about like putting someone's foot, like somebody putting their foot down or whatnot. I declaring something, and I feel like it's also like birthing something, and it's like more happiness, more joy and fulfillment, some type of transformation. Yeah, anew, making things anew. Just like someone could be just putting their foot down, declaring something, and it has to do with like birthing and creation. I feel like bringing more joy and life and more happiness and everything like that. It could be through children, but there's some type of like transformation and like anew, or renewing and making anew. Feels like Mother Earth and life process and all that stuff. And then there's something about leaving something to go towards what makes you happy, fills your cup, and has it running overflow. There's something about not missing that opportunity, not missing what truly fills your cup and makes you happy. You could be going towards it, leaving and going towards it. There's also something here about healing. This could be like your money, your stability, whatever it is in your life that has to do with security. It could also be your health. There's something about healing, like getting better. Whether it's your finances, your health, something that's stable, secure in your life. And I guess this is like a pursuit of happiness or whatnot I'm seeing here. Because that song, the pursuit of happiness. Okay. And then Will Smith as well. In the pursuit of happiness. Mm, I do declare. Yeah, this like just like something that this is what it is. This is the answer. This is my decision. And yeah, you do declare. And it just feels like I demand and I how you say it? I affirm happiness and renewal in my life. And then yeah, there's something about, I guess it could be like karma, dharma, and it's a lot like receiving fulfillment, what makes you happy, and all that stuff. Some type of justice being fulfilled. There's something here about, yeah, so don't give up on like your dreams or your ideas or something. Don't give up on your dreams or your ideas, whatever divine wisdom comes to you and everything like that. Don't give up on it. There's something about fleeting. I guess be careful of like things are fleeting or something, or pay attention. There's something about remembering. But also there's something about like healing, getting better, like people going towards something, following like their heart, their intuition, and it's just like about getting better or whatnot. Um, Going towards what aligns, what brings stability. And then there's also something about, yeah, death and rebirth. Yeah, abundance and death and rebirth. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't feel like going into like a rabbit hole, but I feel like I know what it's saying and everything. Um, and I'm saying that also because I need to go, much deeper, really deep. I don't want to go in a rabbit hole for why. But anyways, there's just something with like, death and rebirth and all that stuff and abundance and things that are never ending or something like that. That's coming up here. Yeah, what came out was a judgment card, the first card. There's something about a decision, an answer, something is what it is. I feel like there's also like a gavel on the table, when the judge like hits the gavel on the table. Um, I guess some type of verdict being made or something like that. There's some type of permanent justice or karma dharma thing here. Uh, Something feels about like leaving to go towards like more, being better. It's like leaving to go towards more, being better, to create. Um, yeah, they're leaving to go towards more, create, be better, have better, receive more. Yeah, and there's something about like I feel like a freedom. They said freedom of speech, but something about freedom of mind or something like that. Mm, it's like a renewal. Hmm. Wow. Yeah, it is a renewal. Bottom of the deck, the summary of the whole thing, the Fool card. It's a renewal. Yeah, it is. And it could be like the mind is freeing, it's setting, it's definitely freedom. Yay. No. And then top of the deck, usually watching this right now, Nine of Cups. It's all about happiness, you know what I mean? About happiness, having your cups filled and overflowing. Yeah. It's all about happiness, clarity, being aligned. Yeah. Being aligned. And I don't know if like somebody's making a decision. Either Nekba is saying like this is what somebody's doing, or should be doing, but it could be like about somebody making a decision, about something in their life, and it's like making a decision to leave or reject something, but to go towards what their intuition is leading them towards, go towards what actually fills their cups, like makes them happy, loves them, and stuff like that. Or like if if somebody was like left out or exiled or something like that, or they're or something like that, or just something about left. Um, it's like opening up a pathway or just something about going towards something better anyway. Like follow your heart. Mm. It's very interesting how for the Gemini new moon energy, like so far the readings have been talking about like just putting your foot down, making a decision, death, and it's like it could be an end of something or whatever. But it's like knowing how to navigate through it so you come out at the end with the and sometimes it's like something about it's the end to gain. There's a loss to gain and everything like that, all of that. But it's been talking about death and rebirth a lot. There's been a subtle thing of like it's death, but it's not really death, There's death and rebirth or whatnot. And it's abundance or whatnot. Um, some people may feel scared or nervous or doubt or whatever, worried, but you shall never have any worry or whatnot. Yeah. Nice. I was seeing it a lot, and like I might do this over again because I feel like that was in two things. I feel like I saw that already. Okay, that's much better. Bottom of the deck, which is the summary of the clarity cards. We got the Eight of Swords. Top of the deck, you usually watching this right now, is the Ace of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, summary of the card that came out is fear. Top of the deck, use your watching for now, protection. Okay. So to clarify the whole spread, you got the Chariot card, you got the Four of Swords card, and you got the Empress card. And then for the Oracle card, we have here Surrender. And then we'll do the charms afterwards. I feel like hone in, have inner strength, hone in. Be very strong, through meditation and being in like a centered meditative space. You have like, mental strength and you have inner strength or whatnot. And that helps you to keep going. There could be something about creation, bringing something in. And then there's just something about like the journey of a mother or whatnot. It's like a journey of a mother, like being steadfast, and also just like how like a mother, and this could just be metaphorically, it could be literal though as well. But it's like just how like a mother um created this baby and is just protective over it, nurtures it, and she's steadfast. She's very much assertive and centered about the baby that's coming through. This could be for people and some type of creation, like something literal that you're working on. It could be about a baby for real, or it could be just like about in your life what you're manifesting and bringing to fruition. There's something about like being very centered, have and meditative, that you are steadfast and have that inner strength enough to create, to bring the creation to fruition and all that stuff. Mm. Yeah, there's something about success, a yes, like a win, a yes, a success, maybe a guarantee of something. Mm-hmm. Like there's no doubt, there's a guarantee of something. Um, yeah. Uh, there's just something like, I guess, meditative or something like that. I don't know if you in meditation this will come through, or just when you're at your most centered. Um, some type of like, new thoughts or something coming through. Something could be fleeting. So I guess staying centered and meditation can help. Something about it right here feels like the Hangman card. And then there's something about healing, and like creation and mother. It could be like, a space, a place, or whatnot, people, whatever it is. There's something like you are going towards this, or this is just where things are leading to when it comes to the Gemini new moon energy. There's some type of like mother and like healing, creation type of energy. Renewal. And yeah. Oh wow, yay. We have here surrender. By ceasing to resist, you can create space by peace by yourself. Surrender. By ceasing to resist, you can create peace for yourself. The act can be uncomfortable at first because it hurts the ego, but when we surrender and let go, we free the parts of ourselves that worked so hard to fight. Now that you are free, what can you do? What new pathways can you go down? Hmm. Okie dokie. And I guess allow yourself to be healed, Aquarius. And we have here Libra, right? Yes. Libra. We have here Taurus. Yeah, Libra is very heavy. We have here Cancer. So yeah, Libra, very, very, very heavy. We have Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio. You could be any of these signs. The signs could be in your chart. Could be an energy of this reading. It could be the planetary placements. Um, Anybody around you, all that stuff. The energy of this reading. We also have here the pause button. Well, the ability to make the world stop. Carry on. But anyway, we have here the spider, the good omen, the good meaning, and it has the zodiac signs Cancer and Leo here, and it says overcoming opposition against the world by Darwin Hobbs. I have the song in the playlist that I have on my page. If you want to go check it out, I think I have it on there. It's called Against the World by Darwin Hobbs. Bringing harmony between opposites, enlightening and illuminating. There's something about just better or whatnot. Yeah, and definitely it's something about overcoming and all of that stuff. Everything is so simple. It's just like not really that, it's deep, but it's not really that deep. It's just like allow simplicity to just take its role type of energy lately. We have your Wunjo, Wunjo, and it means joy, comfort, and pleasure. Yeah, over by the happiness and receiving and all that stuff on this side here. And it's a guarantee or something like that. So definitely a guarantee. But the only thing that you need to do here is to accept it. We have your ants, the bad omen, the bad meaning, and it has a numbers 9 and 6 here, and it says healing, healing, whether it's finances or health, and it says ready to go, but things may feel slow, delayed, stuck. Maybe patience and perseverance are needed. And yeah, this is over where I did say there's something about healing and everything too, and even to move forward or whatnot. That's interesting. So that's the only thing here. Just allowing the healing to go, to happen. Allow things to great things to come in. Let nature take its course and everything like that. And know that there's better or whatnot. Yeah, nothing is ever really a loss, some type of thing. That's that for this week's Venus Day deck pro reading, or last week's Venus Day deck pro reading. The topic, the Gemini new moon energy. if you like a personal reading, you can visit my link tree, or you can email me to set up a day and time. They both will be in the description box for you to see. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's very much appreciated. It's helpful. And yeah, let us get out of here. You have a good one. I'll be back for this week or whatnot.